So, I did not make a video yesterday. I'm aware of this. I had a really long day, and all sorts of excuses are coming out of my mouth right now. I was lazy. I'm sorry. I did have work yesterday, but nothing really happened. It was just work, but we got off 8 hours instead of 10, so that was nice. It is 12:05, technically Wednesday, I guess. Pretty cool, you know? Today/tomorrow, I'm almost halfway through the week. Pretty stoked, because then I'm going to go on like a party or whatever. Anyways, construction stories. Part 16? Yeah, 16, I think. I don't know. There's this guy. His name's Travis. I probably talked about him. He's pretty cool. About my height. He's pretty burly. I started growing out my beard a while back, and then he started growing out his too, and he's already caught up to me, which, I mean, is understandable. He's like 30-something. He got off tonight because he wanted to spend time with his kids because they were at home for winter break, so that's totally cool. It's legit, whatever. But we were working last night and tonight. We were working, putting blankets over this wet concrete stuff. It's too long to explain. It's pretty boring. But what happened tonight is that we had to go down into one of the cells of one of the pontoons and clean out the crap in there. And that's just basic. That's baseline what we do. Just, hey, go do that. Okay, that's my job description. Cool. So we were doing that, and then we come out and we go over and we go down and do another one, and then the heaters that heat up the inside, actually, I'll just do that. The heaters that heat up the insides of the pontoons and of the outsides of the pontoons, those were working because we're still curing the concrete. And so there's a big heater on top of the pontoon and a little tube. Well, it's a big tube. It's about this big. It's a big tube that just goes and then drops down this hole that's specially made for it. And it just drops all the way down into the pontoon. And it just like sits there and just blows hot air in there so that the concrete can cure properly. And so outside, it's cold, okay? Inside, it's usually just like not as cold. Like it's nice enough to where if you're working really hard, you can take off like one layer of clothing. And that's cool, that's nice. It's nice to be able to do that. So we go down and we go over to the opening where you have to climb down a ladder. And we go over and we're like, oh, we gotta go. Okay, cool. And all this just hot air, like blasts us in the face. Like when you open up an oven, you're like, oh, let me check on my turkey. And your eyebrows get kind of singed off a little bit. That's what happened. And that's not cool because we're wearing like clothes that are designed to keep us warm in a cold climate. And now there's this like literally just this really hot room that we have to go. It's like a sauna. Like it was like a sauna. So we had to do it. So we climb in and we're like, because we're so used to breathing really clear and cool air. And then we go in and we just start cleaning. And we're cleaning, and Travis had chili yesterday, and he had been kind of talking about that, how it had upset his stomach, and how he had diarrhea, or I don't know. He had something that had to do with poop, I guess. And so the whole night he was talking about how he was farting, and I'm like, okay, Travis, that's great. And so we're down there, we're cleaning, and freaking, he just says something that's like really profane, but it had to do with his aft end. And so what it equaled out to is that he had farted. Okay, and so it was his last day. He had chili the night before. He's really excited to get off. We're like maybe 15 half hour away from getting off for the night, and he just rips one hard. And so I'm cleaning, and he says that, and I'm like, wait, what? No. And I'm just hit with the stench. And out in the cold, you have like the air that you breathe, and then you have, you know, anything that smells, and you can tell the difference really easily. When it's hot in there, it was humid, and so it just mixed together, and it ruined my day, man. It was so bad, and he's like laughing, he's like and just yucking it up, and I'm just kind of choking silently, accepting the fate that I was gonna die in that cell of that pontoon. And it just really sucked. And that's really the only thing that happened, besides having to carry a ton of extension cords like a pack mule. And I think I didn't fall off anything. Yeah, that's all that happened. Pretty fun stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed. I apologize for not putting up the video yesterday. It did not have to happen, but it did. So, sorry guys. And I am going to be working on those videos, specialty ones with the hair progress and the other thing, the chainmail stuff. I got you. Good night.